Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another Mythic Monday, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Mythic Legions, Sir Owain.
If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I do have one major shout out that I would like to get out there. If anybody knows, a few weeks ago I did a review of the Ragna Stormforger. I was able to pick this up at retail cost at Legions Con back in November of last year. And if you remember in the review, her right horn was missing and I had two left horns. So I reached out to the Cabal Facebook group, who is always helpful and always ready to help. And my good friend Dennis Derby hit me back and was like, I've got a bunch of those. I'll send you one. And he sent me one out. It took a few weeks to get to me because of just bad weather and, just slow postal service. And I was afraid that it was lost in the mail, but it eventually showed up. So I want to give a major shout out to Dennis Derby. If you're a member of the Cabal, you know exactly who he is. He's a swell fellow. And thank you so much, Dennis, for helping me out and bringing my Ragna Stormforger to full horniness. I don't know. And also this week on February 24th, that's this coming Saturday, just a few days from now, Four Horsemen will be having a massive in-stock sale. And this is per their email. Here's exactly what's going to be going up on sale on this Saturday. The Valiant Knight, Waltor the Mad, the Mythic Standard version, Waltor the Mad, the Cosmic Standard version, Vorgus Familius 2 Standard, Demistros Standard version, Reinforcements 2, the entire wave sold as a set or individual, Deluxe Legion Builders, entire wave sold individually, All-Star Trolls, Skate decks with the Elithia board and Monkey King board, plus select figures from the All-Stars 4 and Elithia waves. Now, they do want to go on to remind you that there will be no purchase limits for any of these items, and all items will be sold at original studio prices, which is great to pick these guys up if you didn't do the all-ins or haven't been able to make it to one of their conventions over the last several months. Also, all of these items are in stock, and the shipping process for these orders will begin shortly after we return from ZoloCon, which is also this weekend as well. Due to the volume of orders we expect to receive for this sale, the process will take a couple of weeks to complete, and we expect these shipping orders through most of March. Please be aware that when ordering, since even orders placed on at the start of the sale may take a few weeks to ship out. So again, this sale begins this Saturday, 2/24 at 11 a.m. Eastern, and it will run for a few weeks or until supplies run out. So definitely, if you want to pick up any of those figures, if you missed out on any of them, definitely get a couple of those Valiant Knights. Those will probably sell out pretty quickly. Anyway, let's get to the review. All right, here's a closer look at the package for Sir Owain. You can see just about everything he comes with. Little baggie of goodies on the side. There we have the Therion faction symbol. Here we have his write-up. If you want to pause it and read that, you certainly can. Here's some cross-sell on the back. I have probably about half of these guys. I've got this guy right here. I've got one of the helmets for this guy. I do have this guy right here. I have this little guy. And then I have the bottom two as well. And here's a write-up for the Mythos lore right there. If you want to pause and read it, you certainly can. But let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look at his accessories. Starting off with... he has this nice silver spear that he comes with, and as he is a swordsmith, of course, it only makes sense that he comes with a sword. And I really like this old kind of patina that's on the handle and the hilt right here. It looks really nice. It looks old and worn, and I dig that. He's not only a swordsmith, but a master swordsman as well. Here we have his shield with this beautiful faction symbol on there from Ethereon, which looks really nice. And then, of course, we do have that 1.0 style belt, and of course his shoulder pauldrons, which looks really, really cool. And I like that hint of black on there. There's actually a lot more black on this character than I first imagined. At first blush, he looks like he's all silver and hints of gold, but he does have a lot of black on him. So taking a closer look at Sir Owain himself, he just looks really, really incredible. I love that red plume of feathers on top of his helmet, which looks really nice. But look at all of the gold accents, all the gold detail. I love that flat silver. I love like the hints of black that's on the little fin on his helmet, on his mask, on the rivets and line work and straps around his neck guard and armor. Little hints of black around the gauntlets, the belt, the legs, which looks really nice. I really dig it. And then going up the back, you can see little hints of black on the back of the of his chest armor as well, which looks really cool. Now, of course, as with other things in Mythics, everything is customizable. You can remove this plume. You can put a spike on the top or any kind of other little adornment or attachment that you may have. And then, like with all Mythic Legions, adding the shoulder pauldrons really changes the look of the figure. And I'm really digging these shoulder pauldrons. They pop in so nice and so clean and easy. There's no fight to put these guys in. And man, I really, really love it. This guy would look great with like a custom white wired cape. I may have to track one down because I think he would look really incredible with that. As far as articulation goes, Sir Owain can look up that far, which is really cool, and look down about that far. It does have a nice amount of bobble left and right there in the articulation in the neck. Moving the shoulder pauldrons out of the way. We're only going to get these arms up so far. They don't quite hit that T-pose. The pauldrons are not keeping them down. That's just about how far they articulate. And as far as the arms goes, with the shoulder pauldrons on, you can only get it to go up that far. But if we were to remove them, you can get the arms to go all the way around. There is no upper bicep swivel like with all Mythic Legions. That's not our articulation point that they've added as of yet. Arms bend almost 90 degrees. You get nice little hinge and swivel there at the elbow, little gauntlet swivel there at the top of the gauntlet, and then a hinge and swivel at the wrist. Now, the articulation point is a ball joint at the waist, so you can crunch forward about that far. You can lean back about that far, and he does rotate 360 all the way around, which is really nice. Legs are always well articulated on a Mythic Legions figure. He can go forward that far. He can go out to the side that far right there, which is really nice, and he can go back a good ways as well. No upper thigh cut. We do have a bend at the knee, which is super nice. A little swivel at the knee as well. Nice little hinge and swivel right there so you can see it, and then a hinge, swivel, and pivot down at the bottom for foot articulation. And this guy looks incredible. I absolutely love the paint scheme on this guy. I love the flat silver, which is a nice little change. It's not old, it's not dirty, it's not worn, it's bright and shiny. Like, he keeps it really nice. But I love the matte finish, so it's not, you know, super glossy or anything like that. I dig it. I sometimes like to turn my my shield hinge to the side to get a little more flat angle on the shield, to where it's not like angled forward or back. You need just kind of flat. And there he is with his sword and shield. He looks really nice. This is a beautiful silver and gold knight to add to your collection. Plus, he's a named character. Now, I will tell you that I was watching one of Bill's videos from Dorklair, and he did this really cool thing where he matched this guy up, did a little kit bash between this guy and a gold knight. And so I have the gold knight here from Reinforcements Wave 2. And so I'm going to mash these guys up and see what I can make up a little different version than Bill's. And this is kind of what I come up with. And he is correct. These two figures blend very well together. The golds complement the golds from the Gold Knight, really complement the gold markings on Sir Owain. And this just makes a striking figure. I think Bill's was better than mine. I like the way his looks, but I did want to try something a little different and not give you the same thing that he did. But he is correct. These two do mash up very, very well together. So let's get this guy under some backgrounds and into some lighting and see how he poses up. Man, I got to tell you, this is an amazing figure. figure, one that I did pick up last year at Legions Con, and I'm so glad I did. The figure is beautiful. It looks great. It poses well. It comes with some nice accessories, and again, he's a named character that I don't have. I would like to maybe do get a custom head for him, or maybe a custom wired white cape. I think would look really nice. So if anybody has some any kind of recommendations on a good head or a good cape out there, leave them in the comments down below and let me know what you think, and how do you kit bash this guy? Who do you mix him up with? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.